So, meeting up with some friends last night, and a conversation, hearing them talk, hearing myself talk during this conversation just like re-emphasized or re-stressed to myself the whole idea of competition, and specifically competing with yourself. Because over the years, my gut didn't feel right about competition. In the sense of labeling people and comparing people and validating people, in regard to how well they compete. My gut didn't feel right about that, so what I did was I fell into the whole realm of PRs and started feeling pretty good about you just compete with yourself. But I've said it before, but I'm questioning now pretty boldly in my mind how much compromise competing with yourself does as well, because then it becomes about the competition. I don't know, there's a balance. So looking at myself, running in particular, like if I start competing with myself in regard to running, this might be the key, without changing and asking daily, I guess, what matters most in that regard. I mean, you could run yourself crazy, right? If you keep trying to get better, and that's what happens. But I also think on another level, if you're asking yourself every day what matters most, if competition is a part of it, often the getting better, the getting better rather than the bettering becomes the goal. It's a fine line, I know, but I see it as part of a compromise. So I guess I'm questioning competition at all, even on a personal level. Bettering yourself, yes. So, Nikhil, improving rather than proving. So maybe there it is. Competition as a means to prove versus competition as a means to improve. And I guess personally speaking, I have such an addictive nature that if it's competitive, I guess I tend towards more the proving than the improving. I don't know. Another big part of the conversation was about what matters most. And that most of us aren't questioning that. Most of us aren't delving into that on a daily basis or on an honest basis. And how hard it will be, because it's so counter to what we've been doing, and in the beginning it's going to look really messy, but also how simple it will be to turn this around. Because it's at everyone's core to matter. And it has to happen on an individual basis. So the managerial piece doesn't have to be there. Loving, especially chapter 21 of Intention Economy, talking about business, but it's so public education. And I'm not quite sure why people keep missing that. Because maybe public education is so far removed from them. I don't know, but it's just like red flag and bells and whistles to me. And so that was very exciting to read about this intention economy and what things are in place and how it parallels so much with like our detox app and what we envision the city being in the next year.